You are looking at the Wavian jerry can. Now, the Wavian jerry can is, in fact, the authentic NATO military issue jerry can. And what I mean by that is that it is produced in the same factory that has been making the jerry cans for the NATO forces since NATO's been around. It really truly is the most heavy-duty jerry can on the market. It's made of 0.9 millimeters of cold-rolled steel all the way around. It's got a nice powder-coated finish. You may have seen a while back, we did a video of driving over it with our car and throwing it down some hills. Actually, a guy named Wrangler Star on YouTube did a video doing a similar thing where he was throwing it around, and he even threw it out of his truck going like 40 miles an hour down the road. Didn't leak one bit. And that is because this is a design that has been trusted by the European military forces for the last century. It's got this bayonet style closure, which is unique to the jerry can, which is what you see here, which is how the nozzle and the lid both attach to the top of the can. It's got these little arms on this lever here. You just put it on, crank it down, give it a little bit of force, and you are good to go. There's a gasket in there which ensures that you're not going to leak any fuel even when the spout is on. Now, you are going to see here, this is not the original military issue spout here. This spout is a patented Wavian design that makes this can legal for fuel use in all 50 states. If you see a knockoff jerry can online, maybe on Amazon or something, first of all, it's not going to be legal for fuel, so you could get a fine. But also, there's going to be some discrepancies in the build of the can. For example, you see here there's a recessed weld that goes all the way around the outside of the can. And by recessed, I mean it is flush with the body of the can. So that when you set it down, first of all, it's not going to wobble. It's very sturdy. But more importantly, that weld, that seam, is not exposed. So it's not going to be prone to breaking like it would be on some of those knockoff cans that you'll see. Also, I mentioned it's 0.9 millimeters of steel. That's a pretty thick, pretty heavy duty can here. This thing weighs about 12 pounds all on its own. So it's not exactly a lightweight piece of kit, but it is a lifetime can. Buy it for life, biffle, if you will, if you're on Reddit. But this can is sort of gaining popularity in the overlanding and 4x4 communities because those people trust it to take themselves way out in the middle of nowhere. They know they're not going to leak fuel. They know they can make it home safely. And ultimately, that's the most important thing. A couple things I want to show you real quickly before I go here is this spout. The way that it works is when you go to fill your vehicle or your toy or whatever it is, you just put this little lip here on the edge of whatever you're filling and press down, and that's how you dispense fuel. As soon as you pull away, it's going to stop. Now, this is ventilated here, so when you do pour with this spout, you're going to get a nice no-plug pour, so it's still a pretty quick pour. It's not as fast, obviously, as if you were to just tip the can over. Which brings me to another thing I'd like to point out. This lid here is designed so that it sort of sits back into this position. So when you go to pour the can, if you were going to pour fuel without the spout, which I don't recommend, the lid will not fall down. It'll stay upright, which just makes things a little bit cleaner. Last thing you want is fuel all over the place. That's it. That's a quick little overview of the Wavian can. One more thing. There's a lot of things. I could talk about this can all day long if you really wanted me to. But there are 3 handles. There's a 3-handle design here. What's unique about that is if you're by yourself, you've got a full can, you grab it by the middle handle. That's where it's strongest, right? If it is full and you got to walk for 10 miles because you had to walk all the way back to the gas station and walk all the way back again, and you're with a buddy, you could each grab one of the outer handles and carry it together like a team, which you might be thinking, 40, 50 pounds, I can do that on my own. Well, not if you got to walk 10 miles, right? Also, if you've got 2 empty cans together, you can put them side by side and grab the outer handles and carry them together, right? You can carry 4 cans pretty easily if they're empty. Nice little design feature that they designed there. That's it. I'm gonna go enjoy the rest of your feed, your doom scrolling. See you later.